Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for today's Monday Mystery Reveal, that's exactly what we're going to be doing. So if you're new to the channel, because I didn't do this last week for obvious reasons, I like to do this every Monday, to be honest. What I do is I showcase or I introduce to you guys a new figure that I'm adding to my collection, which is something that I could have just purchased, I could have just, swapped it, or done the buy-sell trade off the Discord. Anyway, it's a new figure that has come to my channel. And I want to make it a bit fun, turn it into a bit of a guessing game, give you guys the opportunity to guess what it is. So because of that, please don't put the name of what it actually is in the comments. You're more than welcome to put the incorrect guesses. If you do get it right, put the time that you got it. As I say, it's just a bit of fun, but I think it's just a bit better than saying this is what I got. This one's quite interesting though. So you've seen in the title, obviously it says Generation 2 figure, which of course it is. The mold itself, or the figure itself, did originally come out in Generation 1. Now, I think that even with all the crazy figures that they had and they did release during Generation 2, this is probably one of the most, not obscure, or ones that I haven't fully done a load of research. It could just be the fact that they didn't have the mould for the other ones. I say the other ones because it was part of a mini subcategory. And it just seems strange that they chose 4 figures and this was one of them, because the character isn't that big. Now, again, I know it's going back a long time ago and I haven't seen the cartoons in ages, but I don't think he did anything. He definitely didn't do anything memorable in the cartoons, to my knowledge, nor in the comics, actually, during Generation 1 times, for him to warrant a version of himself in Generation 2. In fact, during the whole timeline of toys that we've had, he's only had a Scout class version of himself for around about 2010. And then, I suppose more recently, but still 5 years ago maybe, they had a Generation Selects version of him. Now, again, this figure's quite easy to, I would think, make, because it's just a slight retool from some of the other figures. But yeah, it always was a strange one to me. Obviously I can see why a couple of the figures got their Generation 2 remakes in this crazy new colour scheme, but this guy was always a little bit strange to me. If anybody does know, of course, please do write it in the answers. Is it the fact that they lost the mould? Is it the fact that it would be retooled and they couldn't change it? So yeah, as I said, I think I've pretty much ran out of clues. However, there may be a version of him coming up soon. I don't know, because at the moment they do seem to be concentrating on this little subline of minifigures and upscaling them. So I think that's pretty much all the clues you're going to need, guys. This is he was originally released in 1986, so these are your last few clues. You're going to get it straight away. Originally 1986, and then this version is the G2 version that came out in 93, and this version is a completely opposite colour to what he was. Everybody would have thought this guy would have been Cliffjumper. I'm going to sneeze. Hay fever's kicking in. I'm going to sneeze again, sorry. And it actually wasn't, of course. It was Hubcap. So there you go. This is G2 Hubcap in the crazy reddish rose, I don't know, metallic colour, whatever it is. But there you go. I realised I didn't have him in my collection, and I managed to purchase him. So thank you, Neil Rockman, again, another amazing person who's always, well, helped me out with loads of things. So if you got it, of course, don't put his name in the comments. You can put the time, etc. But in the meantime, thanks for playing along. A video will come out very soon.